Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons. Spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons, football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated. It's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Ladies and gentlemen, championship semifinal Wednesday is here. The Pro Volleyball Federation inaugural season is reaching its end as the Omaha Supernovas, the Atlanta Vibe, the Grand Rapids Rise, and the San Diego Mojo all come together in the CHI Health Center in beautiful Omaha, Nebraska, as the final 4 teams standing in the Pro Volleyball Federation. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation radio network. Sounds a little bit different now, doesn't it? I am Rico, joined by the coach, Renee Saunders. Coach, how you doing?
I'm so excited. This is going to be an awesome night.
This is fantastic as we get ready for the first match of the night. The Atlanta Vibe, the 1 seed, taking on the Grand Rapids Rise, the 4 seed in the Pro Volleyball Federation. We've watched both teams warm up. Atlanta's out here right now getting some receiving and some setting in, looking good as they have all season, coming in at 19-5. The Atlanta Vibe are only 5 losses. 2 of those losses coming to the team they're about to face, the Grand Rapids Rise.
I know both matches tonight are the rubber matches. San Diego, Omaha, 2-2. Grand Rapids, Atlanta, 2-2.
Perfect.
It is.
Perfect. It's fantastic. Like we said, this is the Final Four. We're expecting a big crowd for both matches, as the second match of the night, Omaha and San Diego, will start 30 minutes after this first match concludes. But we've got some postseason honors, a couple postseason honors to talk about as we've gone through the inaugural first season here of the Pro Volleyball Federation. A couple of people getting some awards, as Atlanta's very own Leah Edmond wins the Outside Hitter of the Year, which, I don't know about you, not a surprise.
No, not a surprise at all. Leah Edmond, by far most dominant outside hitter in the league in year 1, 381 kills, averaging 4.28 per set. She's also number 1 on the leaderboard of total overall points at 438. She's okay.
So this is a lot of points. She's been on a tear all season.
She's exactly what we all expected she would be. She's a Terminator. She's a competitor, and she's at the top of her game.
Leah Edmond coming out of that national championship Kentucky team, which I mentioned it today to our very own Austin Orman, that Kentucky was the only team in the SEC. They were the first team in the SEC to win a volleyball national championship.
They were.
Which is crazy to me.
But Kentucky has always been a good volleyball program. They just hadn't won the national title, but they're always in the, top 20, top 10 conversation every single year. And it was here in Omaha, and it was against Texas.
It was.
And I was sitting right over there.
Were you?
Yeah, I was here. I watched him win it. I was super happy for Coach Skinner. He's a stand-up dude, and he's in the Nebraska volleyball coaches pipeline. He's one of the coaches that coached at Nebraska and then went on to another place to take over his own program, and he's done a heck of a job down in Kentucky.
Look at that. Connections to Omaha, connections to Nebraska,
There's
all
a lot
over
of connections.
The place. Some more postseason honors. This one, at least according to the comments on the Twitter post, Kaz Brown winning the middle blocker of the year came to a surprise to a lot of the fans of the Pro Volleyball Federation.
I believe I had her in my mix.
Did you?
I did. I had both the Orlando middles because I felt like defensively they were two of the better defensive middles in the league. San Diego, Ronica Stone, Bastianelli, also two very good middles. Shelly Fanning from Atlanta, probably one of the more underrated middles. And then you've got
Yelahasheva.
That's the opposite.
Oh, yeah,
she's an
right.
opposite, so that wouldn't be it. But their other middle was why am I blanking right now? Magda. Yeah, Yelahasheva.
Yeah.
I was thinking Lazareva.
Yeah.
Lazareva's opposite. So, but
A lot of fun names to say.
Yelahasheva is another fantastic middle. So there were probably, Vuchkova from Omaha, Caffey from Grand Rapids. There's a lot of really good players, and I think how they did this, because I did comment. I talked to all the coaches today.
Yes.
And I did, if I felt like they had a player that I thought was higher up, we talked, and then I'm like, well, how do you have the setter of the year, but you don't have a setter on the first team? Well, they didn't go by position when they did their teams. They went by just the leading vote getters. The top vote getters go to first team. The next group goes to second team. I don't agree, nor do I disagree, but they had a method.
Yeah, they had a method. There's a method to the madness.
But I think that those hitters aren't getting the kills if they don't have a good setter.
Exactly.
And those setters aren't dishing out good balls if they don't get good passes. So I think you have to have a setter and a libero on the first team.
You had three middle blockers on the second team.
Yeah. I'm not going to question it. It was a coach vote. It's first year. It'll be one of the things I'm sure they'll adjust moving forward.
Oh, it's fine because it happens in every other league as well. I don't understand it. I don't like it, but I understand it.
Kaz Brown let's go back to that. Let's forget about the actual process of how they selected it. Kaz Brown's a very good middle, and maybe her team didn't make it here, didn't have the season. Maybe they planned on having. But she's a legit threat in the middle as a blocker, and she's a legit threat as an attacker.
She was a beast. I do remember every time we would play them. Kaz Brown, you and DP were mentioning Kaz Brown's name a lot.
Yeah, I mean, she just takes away those really hard cross-court shots, and she has great body control. She does a great job transitioning and finding ways to be available to her setters. I mean, she's just a good all-around middle blocker. But when you're looking at a league, I think every team we've said has a strong setter. Every team has a strong libero. Every team has strong middles. Everybody's good. So then you have to kind of figure out, well, what makes this person better than that person? I think Kaz Brown's defense makes her better than some of the other middles.
There's some people who would go by feel, some people who would go by stats. I think she had both of those.
Yep.
The feel and the stats, the domination and the numbers to back it up. Kaz Brown was a legitimate middle this year, and she takes home the award, middle blocker of the year. Going back down the list, setter of the year. And I don't think this one didn't take a lot of people by surprise. I know I completely agree with it. Nutsara Tomcom, San Diego Mojo, setter of the year.
I mean, she's one of the best setters in the world. So she's going to be in the discussion for setter of the year. And I think she brings so obviously she can play great defense. So setters, what are we looking for when we're looking for the player of the year? Well, obviously they have to have some set assists, right?
Just
because it means that their players are terminating. They have to play great defense. I think they have to be good servers. I think they have the ability of get their hitters one-on-one, which obviously then leads to hopefully more set assists.
Yep.
And then their leadership and then teammateism, right? Those are kind of all the things. Setters bring everybody together.
Yeah.
Tom Kahn does all those things really, really well.
Yes.
But a setter we're about to watch tonight would have been my vote for the setter of the year, and that's Marley Monserrat. I don't think Atlanta goes 19-5 with any other setter.
Really.
I think she's that X factor for that team.
I don't disagree with you, but I just think that Nusara Tomcom, for everything that you mentioned, all of the good things she does on the court, I believe her leadership is one of the main reasons why this San Diego team came back from the brink of death, being 3-8 to start the season, to being the 3rd seed here in the Pro Volleyball Federation Championship Final Four. Like I do believe that everything she did on the court was a big part of it, but just the ability to lead this team and to be such an amazing setter, I think that's a main reason why San Diego is here. I think she was more than deserving of getting that award, but I don't disagree. This, like you said before, this league is filled with amazing players, so it wouldn't have been that surprising if Marley would have won the setter of the year.
The 4 setters in the finals are all really, really good setters. I think
Yes.
Ashley Evans
5
from Grand Rapids is another really, really good setter who's underrated because she just does her job quietly. The difference between Tomcom and Monserrat on the court is Tomcom, her experience and her decision-making is so next level.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are always guessing, what is she going to do? And so it gets people on their heels. And when you get people on their heels, you have the advantage.
Yes.
So I think and then I think the big part is obviously, yes, that got her San Diego going was her obviously connection with her hitters.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have one of the best setters in the world, once you have a good connection, good things are going to start happening. But yeah, I think Tomcom, I'm not saying she shouldn't have been it.
Oh, no, yeah.
But I definitely think like Monserrat should be in that discussion, and honestly, Evans as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nadi also probably in the discussion a little bit. She's pretty darn good too.
She's pretty darn good. I was saying 5 because you have Nadi and Sydney Hilly, considering that Omaha split time between their setters.
Right, and it's one of those things where it's just a matter of what works best, and coaches making that decision to kind of level it out.
Yes, the libero of the year goes to the Atlanta Vibes' very own Morgan Hentz, who, again, this one, completely agree with. It's another name that, as Omaha would go around, and when we went to Atlanta and when Atlanta was here, that's a name that UNDP, the ball didn't touch the floor if it was in her general direction.
No, and it was funny because when I talked to Coach Dagenet before the match, I was like, I called her the black hole. He's like, well, if it's black hole, then the ball's not coming out. He's like, more of a gravitational pull. And I'm like, for the hitter, it's a black hole because they can't find the floor, is what I meant. But then he was talking about, like, she's probably the best player he's ever coached on, like, pre-ball reads, like getting in the right position and then getting stopped to then make the play in case she's in the wrong position. Like, next level libero. By far, I bet you that was a unanimous vote for number 1.
I don't doubt that. She was amazing.
I'm going to call an audible.
DP's here.
I'm going to call an audible because on events like this, just as Coach Renee Saunders has professed her public and personal joy of the idea of Jordan Love being in the building and it being a highlight.
Look at her. Look at her.
No. But from the same in the same space. Rico is a hurdler, college hurler.
Yes, sir.
And there is a GOAT in
Who's
the
here?
building.
Who's here?
The GOAT. The GOAT of all hurdlers ever in the history of mankind. He's here, and I have set it up for you to go and be introduced to him.
You're crazy.
Immediately.
You're crazy.
So we're going to
My palms are sweating.
So we're going to. Here's what we'll do. We'll take an early break at 11 after.
Why is he here?
And allow the affiliates. He's an Atlanta fan. We saw him in Atlanta. We didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I wanted to introduce you to him.
My palms are
so.
Are you going to say a name?
So, the GOAT, Edwin Moses.
Oh,
my palms are sweating.
And
are you going to be able to talk to him?
No.
Did you bring something for him to sign?
No, I didn't know he's going to be here.
So what we're going to do? We're going to we're going to go to break, and I'm going to walk you over there. He is expecting you.
That's nope.
And we're
Nope,
going to do
I
that.
don't want to go.
So
nope.
We'll be right back. Again, events like this is why events like this matter, and events coming to Omaha. The Pro Volleyball Federation has landed.
Gonna have a heart attack.
And that is part of why we do what we do.
Why'd you do this?
I'm DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez-Clary. We'll be back to Omaha, Nebraska. Final Four Championship weekend here in Omaha at CHI Health Center.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up.
Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
How do people feel about getting Big Fitness Energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you'll get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
CHI Health Center, Omaha, Nebraska, Pro Volleyball Federation semifinals. First up, the Atlanta Vibe and the Grand Rapids Rise. Teams familiar with one another. Enrique Alvarez-Clary sitting through. And yeah, Rico, have you again?
I don't like you.
The beauty of this event, right? That it's drawing national stars, high level to top level stars. This is what the Pro Volleyball Federation has put together. That in season 1, episode 25, you've created an event in Omaha, Nebraska, where we expect a great crowd. We expect fans from all over the country, and then goats show up.
Yes,
goats show up. Whether it's the broadcast team next to us, whether it's our own resident coach,
whether it's Renee Saunders,
right? But in this space, and then by the way, Edwin Moses is a Pro Volleyball Federation fan.
I have to wear this polo for the rest of the night, and it's sweat. It's just drenched now.
Just sweat it through it.
It's disgusting now.
Sweat it through it.
Thank you for that.
What other? Listen, when you woke up this morning,
no,
you had no idea.
No.
No way of knowing.
It wasn't even on my mind. There was I honestly was not thinking of Edward Moses at all.
And he's going to be here. He's an Atlanta Vibe fan.
Yep.
We saw him there and had the conversation that he was a fan and made on purpose, made purpose to be at all of as many matches as possible. He's got lots going on. There's big graduation weekend. He's got a movie coming out, bio coming out on again. He is the GOAT.
Watch that.
He is the GOAT. So we'll get more information that we can share with folks with that. But through this,
I dislike you.
But this is you know me well enough to know that I'm here to make you uncomfortable.
I don't
to get you comfortable with being uncomfortable around me.
I
You know
don't
what I
get
love?
starstruck or nervous very often. There are very few athletes that I would get that way around. That's one of them.
I love it because he's always like, I love it when DP makes you uncomfortable. And
It's
I'm like,
hilarious.
it's your turn now,
Yeah,
little
don't
buddy.
like that.
You saw him. Like you saw Rico.
Oh, yeah. He was like in his little shell.
My polo's
Right.
disgusting now.
Right,
I
just
sweat
try
through
to
it.
find his way.
It smells
in
good.
this.
I put deodorant on.
But this is and again, we expect several VIP celebrities over the course of the weekend. We're expecting, I don't know, some quarterback from some famed, renowned franchise.
I'm so excited.
Jared Goff?
I like Jared Goff.
We're
I like Jordan Love better.
we're expecting
Aaron Rodgers.
We're expecting
I like Aaron Rodgers too.
fighters from the UFC. We're expecting NCAA Final Four participants. We're expecting, and again, we have a 9-time state champion sitting here with us. So I think that the Federation can be proud of what it's created, how it's been built, and then this weekend is a signature weekend for women's volleyball, pro volleyball, and then women's sports. This has been a big deal in creating a space where this event goes off. There's high expectation. There's high anticipation. Coach Saunders, tell me this thing. All right, season 1, episode 25. If I said to you 5 months ago that the Final Four would be here, these are the teams, here are some of the players that are going to be involved, we would high five and applaud, because from day one there was high expectation. All of those expectations have been matched and surpassed.
100%. And I had a good little talk with Cecile Reynaud earlier on, where she was, and even like talking to the Atlanta coach Dagenet, we were talking about just in general, like we've made like the Pro Volleyball Federation hasn't been perfect, right? Like we've had things, there are growing pains and figuring things out, but like they're doing it. Like we are out here playing volleyball. They're boots on the ground. They've made it through a season. We're at the Final Four, and people are excited. Like there's an excitement. Like Edwin Moses is here.
Stop it.
Jordan Love is gonna. Like it's surreal because it's you watch like an NBA game or an MLB, like the cameras are panning through to all the like celebrities and pro athletes that are supporting, and like that's kind of happening here today now. And yeah, it was the expectation. Like I think when you think where is the first Final Four going to be, my suggestion would have been Omaha. It's that part was easy. The not easy part was getting Omaha here and getting it here, making it for sure that it was going to happen. And I think that we have a lot to be proud of, and the league has a lot to be proud of because they did it. They got to this moment.
Rico, it from the outside looking in, right? That being in this space, again, we couldn't project being in this space.
No,
we couldn't project it. When the announcement that the Federation is being put together and here are some of the spaces that we're going to be in, and then the opportunity to move ourselves into the space. We didn't know the stories. We didn't know the personalities. We didn't know the profiles at the level that we now know them.
No.
What's the biggest takeaway? If you had to give an elevator pitch for the Pro Volleyball Federation, what would you come up with? Because if we said you were talking about the all-league teams,
yes,
the players and personality profiles, who comes to mind when you say these are the highest examples of the Pro Volleyball Federation?
If you're thinking of play, it's Leah Edmond, Nutsara Tomcom. But if you're thinking of personality, it's kind of hard to look anywhere else outside of a Kendall White for Omaha, who is just a explosive personality in two ways, where she's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, but she's also one of the most fun, loud people that you'll ever meet. Like, she will be out here and she will try to make you smile regardless, and she'll just throw a joke out there that maybe isn't even a joke to her, but just the way that she says it is just fantastic. Oh, and by the way, she's an amazing volleyball player. I think the Pro Volleyball Federation is these great players, better people. Like, You haven't heard really any negative things about the players outside of some bad play or whatever outside of the court. They've all been model citizens and have injected themselves into the communities that they're in. You see Atlanta for the first half of the season, they're at all of the soccer games. I almost said football games. They're at the soccer games.
Yeah.
They're at
It's football.
Football. They're at basketball games. They're injecting themselves into the community. Vegas has the two-time WNBA champions sitting courtside at their matches. They're going to matches. They change their uniforms for one match to match the color scheme of the Las Vegas Knights, who are Stanley Cup champions. Like, the way that the cities have embraced the teams and the way that the players and the teams have embraced the cities has just been amazing in this inaugural season of the Pro Volleyball Federation.
I'm going to get out of the way. We'll go to break again, and when we come back, I'm going to let you two have one more segment, and then we'll come back and break down and get ready for Atlanta versus Grand Rapids, because this is going to be some exceptional volleyball. DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez-Clary, CHI Health Center, Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network, powered by the Ticket FM Lincoln.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll get a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day with a high around 73. Tonight, showers and storms continuing, the low around 53. And tomorrow, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Ironhide Construction is a Nebraska-based general contracting and steel construction firm. Their expert team is experienced in building innovative construction solutions across several industries. While they were previously known for their extensive experience in steel erection and metal buildings, they've continued to evolve over the last several years into a full-service general contracting firm. They take pride in their commitment to quality, cutting-edge technology, and having a passion for what they do. For more information about their services or to discuss an upcoming project, visit www.ironhideconstruction.com or call 402-420-4961.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Welcome back, Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. I'm still trying to get over the fact that I just met Edwin Moses.
Are you still shaking?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's like DP said, the stars are out. I mean, he came from Atlanta to Omaha to watch some volleyball. He's a big Atlanta Vibe fan, so he's here to watch his Vibe take on the Grand Rapids Rise. I mean,
his son played volleyball.
His son played volleyball?
He played at Lewis. That's what he was just telling me. And Lewis is like out of Chicago. It's one of the really good men's teams. They were runner-up his freshman year, and then the year that Hawaii won it all, they lost. But he said that then he went to Spain and played a little bit.
Wow.
So he's got volleyball in the family. Good to see you too.
Volleyball in the family. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
amazing.
cool.
That is awesome.
I'm
like
guessing
DP
he's
said,
got some athletic genes in him.
yeah, just a little bit. The stars will be out here in Omaha. We've got Edwin Moses. There might be a current Packers quarterback in the building. Who knows who else we'll see here at the CHI Health Center for the Pro Volleyball Federation inaugural Final Four championships Saturday, the match for $1 million. It's going to be a really fun time these next couple of days here in Omaha. And speaking of that, we're still going through these postseason, regular season awards as we've gotten through the outside hitter of the year and Leah Edmond and Atlanta Vibe, who we'll see here in this first match. Middle blocker of the year, Kaz Brown of the Orlando Valkyries. The setter of the year, Nutsara Tomcom of the San Diego Mojo, who we'll see go up against the Omaha Supernovas following this match. 30 minutes after this match ends, you'll get Omaha and San Diego. And the opposite hitter of the year, somebody who we saw in the final match of the regular season and somebody who is retiring after this season ends and after Grand Rapids finishes off their season, Amelia Dimitrova.
She's good. It was tough, though, because if you think about it, Atlanta's got a pretty good opposite, too, in Lazareva.
Yeah, those are the two best opposites in the league.
Probably the two best opposites in the league.
I don't know about probably. I think it is.
Well, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They're my top two. They're my top two, for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Dimitrova takes it away, and after, she's had a heck of a career playing. I think she's played like 16 years professionally, something like that.
Something like that.
It's on I have it on my other sheet. This sheet's more updated for this game.
This one, yeah.
But long career, fantastic blocker, fantastic attacker. Like, she's a difference maker out there, and I think that she makes Grand Rapids a viable threat at any moment in time, whether it's from the back row or from the front row, and they use her. I mean, she has 371 kills, 4.26 per set, and she's third in the league in overall points with 413.
That's another name where you look at the stats, they jump off the page.
Yeah.
You think of the impact and the fact that if you listen to us call any Supernovas versus Grand Rapids matches, you heard Dimitrova over and over and over.
Except for one match
where she didn't play.
She didn't play, and we won in 5 here in Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
But Fingal did play.
Yes.
And Fingal kind of has our number a little bit.
Bit.
She had our number in Grand Rapids this last one. So it's funny because you think, oh, Dimitrova's out, like Omaha should be fine. And then Fingal comes in and like rocks us for like 10 kills in 2 sets. And it's like, what the heck is going on right now?
Wait a minute. You got that one on the bench?
Yeah, that's your bench player. And then, you look at Atlanta outside. This is totally not an opposite, but Linehan started the year, had like 12 kills against Omaha, and then she kind of rolled an ankle, got hurt. But like, that's a pretty good stash on your bench too.
Exactly.
Like, that's what makes this league so fun, is that it's so deep. There's so many good volleyball players, not just in the United States, but internationally as well. And the fact that each team can have 2 international players, they're going to make good decisions and bring the best ones in, and Dimitrova is one of those.
That was a great choice by Grand Rapids to have Amelia Dimitrova on their team. Again, the opposite hitter of the year in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Going down the list, the server of the year, to nobody's surprise, Bethania de la Cruz.
She can kind of rip it.
Just a smidge.
Toss it and rip it.
She was leading. Her lead in aces was so large that I'm pretty sure that there was about a 3-match stretch where she had 1 or 2 service aces, and she still finished the season leading by 11 more than the second place ace getter in the federation.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because we talk a lot about expectations, and I feel like every time she goes back to serve, we expect her to get an ace.
Yes,
because she just does. Like, she just has this uncanny ability to rip the ball, make it move with her huge hands.
Yes.
And manipulate the ball where she wants it to go. And it's crazy because, I think she still has an 11 more service aces. She has 32, so she averages 0.38 a set. She has 32. Next best is Wilma Rivera from Orlando at 21 aces, which is 0.25 a set. Then Adora Anai, which nobody's talked about her. She's one that's kind of in that mix too of great players.
I was going through the stats earlier today, and Adora Anai is just in there with every single statistic.
Yeah,
she's not leading, she's not elite in any of them, but she's right there in the top 10 almost in every single statistic.
Oh yeah, she's a leader 100%. She's one that kind of like falls under the radar because Orlando's not so playing. I feel like our attention goes automatically to the 4 teams in the Final Four, but really there's a lot of great players that are not here this weekend.
Yes.
And Adora and I is one of those players, and I feel like she's a big impact player for Orlando. And she was fantastic at Utah. Like, she's fantastic when we play her, but if there was an honorable mention,
she'd make it.
She would be on
She'd
that
be honorable.
list.
If there's a third team or just
I think
that honorable
she's
mention,
borderline on that.
she's on
the
there.
problem is the pins are so good. In
There's
this
so
league.
many
So many
elite
of them.
pin hitters
Yes.
here in the Pro Volleyball Federation that it's tough for somebody. As we said, she's an amazing player, but not like the elite at any one statistic. She's just going to give you work in every single area on the court.
Yeah, just it's crazy to me because I was even like when I was trying to think of my top 4 outside hitters.
It's tough.
Who am I going to leave off? Because somebody's going to get left off that should be in there.
Yeah, I shot you a text with like 7 names, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
I know, and I'm like, I don't like voting this way. I think we should just nominate like
I think
4
it's
each
just like,
position, and then
this
whoever
is
gets
one.
the most.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
guys choose the teams. Just
Well, I
let
mean,
me pick names.
If 10 of us do it and you assign point value, then it's a pretty valid way to do it.
It'll work.
Yeah, because
It'll work out.
maybe 5 of 8 people have Reagan Cooper.
Mm-hmm. Who, again, amazing start to the season. Probably your rookie of the year. It was, for me, at the beginning of the season, it was between Reagan Cooper and Jill Gillen. Those two were on fire to start the year. Both of them cooled off a bit. Reagan Cooper stayed hotter than Jill Gillen did on the court. So I believe that there is a Rookie of the Year award, and
Newcomer,
the Rising Star
yeah, it
award.
was a Rising Star,
and Reagan
but-
Cooper did win that.
Yeah, I mean, that 4-to-4 shot is second to none. Like,
It's disgusting.
it's so good. Like, if there was a way to like understand how loose your wrist is when you're making that shot and have that amount of control and put that amount of pace on the ball, it's just uncanny.
Because like you teach that obviously, but how that's just something that you have the angle that she's able to get it at, right?
Yeah, well, and part of it's angle and part of it's wrist snap and finish, and to make your shoulder do that, it's impressive.
Does it hurt your shoulder?
It hurts my shoulder. It 100% hurts my shoulder.
All right, so we mentioned the Rising Star Award was Reagan Cooper of the Columbus Fury. This will be our last one before we head to a break. The most inspirational player award goes to Alicia Glass-Childress of the Vegas Thrill.
Yeah, mom of 3 kids, all under the age of 6.
That's crazy.
And got in shape, played AU, played pro, runs the offense for the Vegas Thrill. Very inspiring story, but I think she also does a lot of stuff like in the community as well. And so she's just a stand-up good person, somebody that I think is a good representation of the Pro Volleyball Federation and someone who's a good representation of the Vegas Thrill. And yeah, that's the perfect player for that award.
Yes. Alicia Glass-Childress there. Nobody else more deserving than she is for that most inspirational player award in the Pro Volleyball Federation. I think that's going to do it for me. I think I'm going to hand it off to you and Mr. Derek Pearson over there to finish off this Pro Volleyball Federation pre-match show. So we're going to head to a break. Thank you all for joining me and Coach Renee Saunders. Coming up next, it'll be Derek Pearson and Coach Renee Saunders for the rest of the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network pre-match show powered by 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through May 21st is the revealing of the Mystery Box promotion, a $225 value for only $99. That includes 3 8-ounce fillets, 2 4-ounce fillets, 4 New York strips, and 4 8-ounce sirloins. Also, 15% off all spices. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation pre-match show, brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Welcome back, DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez-Clary. Harrison Arns back at the mothership, making sure that to all of our affiliates, all of our broadcast partners, they get tonight's semifinal. Semifinal number 1 is the number 1 seed, the Atlanta Vibe, and the number 4 seed, Grand Rapids Rise. We are recently familiar with Grand Rapids and this current edition of them. Coach, who is this Grand Rapids team coming into tonight's semifinal?
I think they're kind of finding their stride. Like they played really well against Omaha in their final match, and I think that was something that they were looking for to propel them into this match. And I think that Coach Kathy George is very happy with how they've been and their mentality going into today. And I think I asked every coach, does seeding really matter at this point? Like, it's awesome to be an honor to be that number 1 seed, but does it really matter? And they're like, nope, because number 7 could beat number 1, number 2 could beat number 5, and like it doesn't matter at this point. Everybody's so good, and the fact that both series are at 2-2 just shows exactly like how even this league is.
What did we see Sunday in Grand Rapids that first gives us pause and cause to say we think Grand Rapids can win tonight? What did we see?
I think they're gritty, right? They're like they have a deeper bench than I expected. To be able to, so they started their starters, we started our starters. Okay, their starters beat our starters. Then we sat our starters, and our bench beat their starters the next 2. Then their bench comes in and beats our starters in the next 2. And so it's one of those things where they're deeper than what we expect, right? They're better than what we expect. But I think really like where they found their stride is like they learned to be a little bit relentless and a little bit fearless, especially at end game. So like in set 5, they were like really being the more aggressive team. And I think that's something when you get into the championship weekend and you're in your final 2 matches, your job is to be fearless. Your job is to be that team that no matter what they throw out, I'm going to be coming right back at them. And I think that's something that Grand Rapids turned on Sunday in Grand Rapids against Omaha.
What gives you pause? What did you see that Atlanta could possibly take advantage of?
I mean, the thing that impressed me most about Grand Rapids was they took it to us on serve. But I feel like the 2 matches we have tonight, you're going to see them, both teams trying to take it to the other team with their serve because everybody's so good in system. So I think we're going to see an aggressive serving Grand Rapids, and I think we're going to see an aggressive serving Atlanta because the team who can serve hardest and in and get the other team out of system is going to be the team probably wins. But Atlanta, where they have the advantage is they are probably the highest hitting efficiency out of system in the league. And so they might get them out of system. They still have the ability to terminate.
Advantage one for Atlanta. What's the thing that made them the number one seed?
They put it all together. Leah Edmond is a force on the outside. Barley Monterey runs a wonderful offense, and Morgan Hentz is absolutely unbreakable in the back row. So they've got that three-piece. But like a couple underrated people, like Member Mena, I think is one of the most influential players on that team. And she only hits like 210, but she digs, extend rallies, and she's like a workhorse out there. Shelly Fanning, their middles are very good. Magda Yalasheva. Did you hear that? I practiced all day. Those two players, though they don't have these like outstanding stats, their ability to terminate quickly in transition is part of the reason why Atlanta's so good.
And then a thing that would lead you to pause and say, you know what? Atlanta has to beware.
What do you mean it has to be where?
What beware?
Oh, beware. Not to be complacent. I think when you come in as the number one team, the hot team, by far best record at 19-5, and you're playing a team that's 500, I think there's a tendency to think that you can just show up and win. And they've had the longest break. Atlanta did. But I talked to Coach, and he said that we were going to give them like 5 or 6 days off, and then decided, he has a council of 4, and they talked to each of them separately. They're like, no, we want to get back in the gym. We just need 3 days. So they had him off for 3 days, brought him in, had kind of a moderate practice, then a couple hard practices, then a taper, and then they ramped it up here coming up leading into today.
2 players from Grand Rapids not in the starting lineup that could be playmakers and come in and have an impact on this match.
Simone Abbott, Mac Pedraza.
Pedraza was electric in space. I thought that they got a lot from Fingal coming in late, and she's
you didn't give me 3.
Yeah, like she's a game. Well, I just thought that. I mean, the southpaw swing. She's got a power swing. She gets it off from anywhere on the floor. Doesn't have to be in system to get a good swing, and really stays away from the dink. She's just, hey,
she's power.
Put it in front of me. Let me get my power stroke on. See if we can get a point.
But it's needs based, right? So Pedraza could provide a spark. They could use the double sub at endgame with Fingal and Pedraza coming in on the right side outside. Dimitrova is going to have to not play well to see Fingal, right? And Ashley Evans is going to have to not play well if we're going to see Pedraza. Simone Abbott could come in for Pritchard because those two have kind of been interchangeable in that position. Grote and McCaffrey, or Grote and Caffey, are probably going to be where they're going to be. They're going to be the middles. They're going to be the ones we see. But like Molly Lohman did a good job when she came in too. Mm-hmm. So I think they have people. It's going to be a needs-based decision.
I think with those two, with the middles that come off the bench, their ability to block and their length. The problems that they provided up in set 5 was length. It wasn't so much being in the right place. They were long. And against this Atlanta team, that length will come into play. I think it's just how they're going to give themselves a really good opportunity.
Yeah, and I think Grand Rapids has a couple of the more underrated middles. In a way, they didn't put any middles on the first team, and there's a lot of good middles in this league, but they're just good at different things. So Maren Grote's one of the better blockers in the leagues. Kayla Caffey can terminate on a dime. Like, they're both great in their own different ways. It's kind of the same way as Shelly Fanning and Yalasheva on the Atlanta side.
On Atlanta's bench, before we go to break, Atlanta's bench, give me some players that, you know what, they didn't make all league, but they're going to have impact on this match.
Well, Lazareva for sure is going to make an impact on that right side. Member Mena, if Member Mena is steady tonight, Atlanta will win this match. I just think that she's kind of the one that kind of keeps them going on the straight and narrow and keeps them focused. And if she's freaking out a little bit, then I think it's a different Atlanta team. But if she stays calm and steady, I think Atlanta's gonna be all right.
Her ability to be explosive.
Yep.
No matter where she is on the floor, they can slide with her as well. And I think creating matchups will be a big part of how Grand Rapids, one, how they won the first 2 meetings against them, but 2, how they could get some wins, some extra free points tonight.
We like free points when they go our direction. And it is Claire Chausset's birthday, so we got to at least they got a little bit of that going for them.
She's one of the best there is. There is no question. She's in the league. We'll throw it a break. We'll come back. We'll get the starting lineups and get you all set up for Atlanta versus Grand Rapids. DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez, Clary, Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network, powered by the Ticket FM.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
What's better than beautiful jewelry from Sartor Heyman? How about 60% off Sartor Heyman jewelry? 2 days only at the outlet by Sartor Heyman. For 2 days only, everything in the outlet store is 60% off. Friday, May 17th and Saturday, May 18th only, all jewelry is 60% off. Get in early for best selection. When it's gone, it's gone. The outlet by Sartor Heyman, 12th and O, downtown Lincoln only. Go to sartorheyman.com for details.
High schoolers, unleash your creativity and learn about potential careers in broadcasting at the Digital Expressions Media Camp. Have fun, make friends, and get hands-on experience with video and radio production June 9th through the 14th at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Scholarships are available from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, and spots are limited. Learn more at digitalexpressionscamp.com. That's digitalexpressionscamp.com.
The Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network is live. This is the Pro Volleyball Federation pre-match show, brought to you by Mullen Motors.
We're about 15 minutes from first serve. Semifinal number one, DP Coach Renee Saunders, Enrique Alvarez, Clary. It is Grand Rapids and Atlanta. This is the decider of all deciders, and as we would imagine, all four teams tonight, both of these matchups, 2-2, they've both found a way to figure out the other, and then it comes down to the important one. How you got here is one thing. How you leave here is something else entirely different. So let's go through the starting lineup for the number 4 seed Grand Rapids Rise.
Well, I mean, everybody's 0-0 at this point in the season. It's all starting fresh. Anybody could win. It's basically it's one match to stay alive, and survive and advance is the name of the game. And I think with these two teams, we're going to see some playmakers elevate and make more plays, and the cream of the crop is going to rise to the top, as they like to say. Grand Rapids, Claire Chaussee, probably one of my all-time favorite players to watch play in college and also in this professional league. So dynamic. She's number 2 in the league in overall points with 429. She had 395 kills, 4.11 per set. Also a first-team all-league player. Opposite of her at the outside position is Erica Pritchard. She's played in 11 matches, 80 points, 70 kills. She was slow to insert. I was wondering why she wasn't playing early, but she had an ACL injury, and Kathy George didn't want to bring her back too fast. Wanted to make sure that she was healthy and could make it through the season. So she took her time bringing it back, and Pritchard's proven that she's a power player on the outside and making a difference there for Grand Rapids. In the middle, Maren Grote. One of the better blockers. She's actually number 10 in overall points as a middle blocker with 278. She has 64 blocks, 0.65 a set. She's continually improving all year long, is what Kathy George told me, and I think she's one of the underrated middles in the league. Opposite of her, you're going to see Kayla Caffey, who played at Missouri, then Nebraska, then Texas. She has 32 blocks on the season, 104 points, is hitting or terminating at .398. So another like power force in the middle. The opposite, Dimitrova, we all know that she's good. Lazareva on the other side might be trying to prove that she's better tonight. So that would be a fun duel between opposites. She's also retiring, so these would be her last match or matches as a professional volleyball player. She was a first team all-league, 371 kills, 413 total points, number 3 in total points. So you're looking at, they have the number 2 and number 3 players in points in the league. Setting for Grand Rapids, we're going to see Ashley Evans from Purdue. She's got 1 set assist short. 999 set assists in the regular season.
Fire that statistician.
She needed to play one more. She needed to get one more set assist at the magical 1,000. She averages 10.98 a game, 10.98 set assists a game. So obviously she gets the ball to the hitters that need it. And then the libero, Camila Gomez, shortest player in the league, quickest player in the league, and just really experienced. So I think Grand Rapids has a great lineup that they're going to be able to compete and match up with Atlanta well.
I think that this Final Four is a story of coaches and their different journeys to Omaha. Let's start with Atlanta, because getting the early note and then being able to deliver the type of 19-5 season that gets you the 1 seed. Let's talk about the Atlanta head coach.
Yeah, Todd Dagenet comes from Central Florida. He was coaching there for, I don't even know how many total years he was there. Recruited one of my setters, Abby Shomers, and who's still there. Decided to retire. Atlanta called him up. He said yes. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. He said that it's different than college, less distractions. He's more of like a manager than a coach, and his job is to keep the team as a team, and he's excited for the league, and he's excited for the direction it's headed, and it's just been a really good process for him.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go radio silent here as they go through the anthem. We'll come back and close out the pre-match show here from Omaha.
Pro Volleyball Federation is proud to present Lemon Fresh Day at Championship Central this Friday night at 6 p.m. at the Capitol District. To perform the Star and Spangled Banner this evening, from Lemon Fresh Day, please welcome lead singer and owner, Danny Garcia.
Whoa, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors